As I called it, the worst kept secret in Ghana football. Coach Otto Addo has returned to the helm of the Ghana Football Association and the Black Stars and has been confirmed, as we called it 2 days ago, as the new head coach of the Ghana Black Stars. Otto Addo's contract details, what or when he's expected to take over. We'll be looking at it today. And as I said, Otto Addo is a mixed bag. He was not in lengthy or long enough to make a better assessment of him. But we'll look at why probably the FA went in for him. Some statements he made in his last press conference and how that will change in this second stint as well. But as usual, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell and follow us on our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We'll jump right into it and we'll talk about Coach Otto Addo. It's official, it's been confirmed. But the funny thing is that the FA did not announce it. Borussia Dortmund, yes, they did the announcement on their official Twitter handle and also on their social media, Instagram as well. This is what they put out. Borussia Dortmund and talent head coach Otto Addo are parting companies or parting ways in the summer as he takes on the coaching role of Ghana. Wishing him all the best on his new journey. Thank you, Otto. And I picked up something quite interesting from this statement here. He'll be leaving in the summer. So it looks like the contract will begin after the season ends. So he'll end the season with Borussia Dortmund before coming in to take the Black Stars job fully. So meaning this international break, he is there on the same basis he was there during his first stint. And I have to say, we've been made to squash those kind of talks about a part-time coach because of what happened with Chris Hughton and all that. And it was quite unfortunate what happened with Chris Hughton because he's a type of coach that likes to be defensive. And unfortunately for us, we do not have the caliber of players in the national team that can play his kind of football. So it did not work out and the personnel could not adapt to his style of play, and we are gone back for Otto Addo. As I said in my last video on Otto Addo, yes, he does not meet the criteria that the FA put out. He does not meet the criteria at all, and still we went in for him. It begs the question, which people applied for the job? Who was Otto Addo better than in this quest for the Black Stars job? Your guess is as good as mine because the FA will not give us that information. They have not even officially come out to announce Otto Addo as the head coach. We had to hear this one officially from Borussia Dortmund, who have announced parting ways with the man at the end of the season. The FA talk about not having any issues with the media and all that, but then they do stuff like this. They do call ups, which I'm sure they've done already because you have to notify the clubs 2 weeks prior to the games, the international break games, before you can get access to a player, meaning they've already called players and probably booked their flights for them. But we have not heard anything on that front. And then they say they don't black out the media tournaments. We were at AFCON and we all saw what happened. Beside the point, Otto Addo is back and he will need our support. Yes, there have been times when I have been a huge critic of Otto Addo and his style of play not being the best. You can expect more of that if something like that still happens with the national team when Otto Addo is in charge. But I want to take us back to Otto Addo's last press conference with the Ghana Black Stars, which was in at Qatar 2022. It was a press conference after Ghana were eliminated from the group stages. We lost to Uruguay 2-0, and along with Uruguay, both of us were eliminated. And this is what Otto Addo said. He said that the next Black Stars head coach has to be given the chance to be a man of his own, a free rein to work. This is what he said. Does that mean he was not giving a free rein to work during his first stint as head coach of the Black Stars? And what has changed now that has made him accept a job in which he was talking about not being given? He didn't directly say that, but not being given the role or the space and the chance to be a man of his own and dictate things. What has changed? What has changed for Otto Addo in the last 1.5 years that has made him accept the job on a full-time basis in the summer? It will be interesting to get him in a press conference and ask a couple of questions, which I'm sure you'd also want answers to. Questions I'm sure you also want yourself. Yes, Otto Addo's style of play is something that many people were not at times happy with. But many people agree that he was putting something together that would see us conquer Africa once again and conquer the world on the biggest stage. His stint was short. It was a year or even less because he came in March of 2022, 2 years ago this month, and then took us through to the World Cup versus Nigeria, who we face next week as well. The funny thing is, Nigeria have gone back for a Guavon, who was their head coach at the time we faced them in the World Cup qualifier, and Otto Addo was in charge. So it's interesting how Nigeria and Ghana keep on copying each other in that respect. But Otto Addo is back, and the reports are that he has been given a 3-year contract. It's quite long, yeah. In respect, I think Chris Hughton was giving 1.5 or 2 years contract. Otto Addo has been giving a 3-year contract. The FA have gotten their man. It's clear that this man is who the FA want in charge of the Ghana Black Stars. Reasons? Probably they feel he can do the job better. Based on the past, probably not the best choice. It will be interesting to know which other candidates there were in there, but that would not happen, and I don't think the FA will release that. 3 years to build a national team. Short-term success would be the qualification to the World Cup and the next African Cup of Nations, and probably going as far as another semi-final berth or a final berth in the African Cup of Nations. Going past the quarterfinal or the group stages, since that was where we were eliminated in the World Cup, but qualification first. June, we face Mali. It's going to be interesting to see how Otto Addo does with the national team. Based on his first stint, most of you are not that optimistic. I, for one, are not. But then I've consoled myself with the fact that he did not have a lengthy spell with the national team, so probably he did not have the chance to do what he wanted to do. Also, I console myself with the fact that probably the interferences did not help him do what he wanted to do in terms of player selection and all that. Whichever way it is, he has a second chance, a rare opportunity. Considering what happened the first time out, it is a rare opportunity that he gets this one. Hope he grabs the bull by the horn and delivers success with Ghana and the Black Stars. Your thoughts in the comments box. As Dortmund confirm that coach Otto Addo is the next Black Stars head coach, starting full-time in the summer. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.